What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Pick Plug back again with another video, and to be up to some Friday picks for today. It is Flex Friday, and we're definitely looking to cook up a solid flex slip for your Flex Fridays plays. Almost every single Flex Friday we come out profitable. Last Flex Friday we had a pretty solid Flex Friday, and of course we're looking to continue that with today's slates. A lot of good games, a lot of great reads, and of course we are looking to cash on these plays. So if you guys do like these plays, make sure to comment down below which ones you will be tilling, and don't forget to smash the like button. Let's get this video to 700 likes, and if this video does get to 700 likes, I'll be dropping a bonus pick in the next video. As for our ladder pick yesterday, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he was marked out, and unfortunately he did not play, so that ladder pick was invalid. So for those of you guys, you will be getting another ladder pick for today, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys do want this ladder pick challenge to continue, again, do smash that like button. Let's get this video to 700 likes, and I got you guys continuing the ladder challenge. But overall, pretty solid day, especially for the outlet. Members were able to cash out huge, and a lot of people were taking advantage of a bunch of NBA plays. Now, of course, it wasn't just NBA. A lot of different plays were posted for today. Even some esports plays on PrizePicks, of course, those were the majority of the picks, but for the most part, again, a lot of plays were posted. NFL or esports plays, a bunch of plays were dropped. And again, if you guys want to join up, you will be able to see the results for yourself, see how members were cashing out, and huge wins for the VIP. Again, they have been killing it, so I do suggest go ahead and join the link and join using the link in the description below and cash out using the outlets picks. Also, for those of you guys that are interested, I'm thinking of doing parlay collabs with other content creators. I did post a survey on my Instagram at PickPlugYT, and you guys did come up with some pretty solid suggestions. We got Bet Blitz, one of my good friends. Probably will be doing a collab with him shortly, maybe for tonight's picks. Who knows? Ghost Locks, also do love his picks. Fantasy Ace, that'll be a pretty solid collab. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. Also, Fantasy Ace, you guys can go check him out. Comment down below on his video if you guys would want to see a collab on him, and go ahead and let him know that I would love to cook something up in the lab, in the green as well. A lot of these people would love to be in the lab with them, as well as Daft previews. Love all of these picks, and overall would love to collab. So again, the survey is still up. If you guys would like to see me do a collab with any of those people, do comment on that survey and let me know which you guys would, or which content creators you would like me to get in touch with. But like I said, we do got some great plays ahead of us for today, so without further ado, let's hop into today's picks. For our first play today, we'll be staying in the points section, and we'll be scrolling down here to Derrick White for 18.5 points. This line is going to be for more. Looking at Derrick White, I do like the matchup against Philly, just because of, again, that first matchup that they did play, Boston versus Philly. I do like him against the 76ers because, again, he did just play them not too long ago, having 25 points on the over. And overall, the matchup was definitely there the whole game. We're going to be using a different tool for today, and a lot of you guys may know about Props Madness. Has been getting a little bit of traction recently, and overall, the overall app is pretty solid. I do like how there is a shot chart for every player, and you guys can see the season shooting zones, where they're hot, where the opponent defense allows their shots. This is overall pretty solid. It even gives a play type analysis, so if you really do want to give or go into depth on what the plays will be looking at, like on average, they really do break down everything on Props Madness, which is why I do like them. But looking at Derrick White right now, his season average is at 17, so it is lower than his line at 18.5. His hit rate is 40%, 2 out of 5 in his last 5 games this season. But what I do like is that if we look at this by position matchup versus the 76ers, we can see that his going up against a hit rate that is 50%, which is pretty solid. 3 guards have been able to go on the over for this line, and some by a pretty solid difference. If we look here at Colin Sexton, he went on the over by 56%, and Jalen Suggs, he went on the over by 26%, as opposed to guards that went on the under. The biggest that they went on the under for is just 20%, so that's pretty solid. Head to head, if we look at all the games that he's played against the Sixers, he's gone the over for 5 out of the last 9 games that he's played out against them. 55% is his hit rate against the 76ers for all the games that he's played against them. At home specifically, he is 60%, 3 out of 5 in the last 5 games for home games. And not just head to head, he is at 46%, which is pretty decent. But right now, we can see that for home games, he is 5 straight games going the over for this line, having 19 points as his lowest. So I do really like this line for the over. He plays better at home. The matchup is there. He just went on the over, having 25 against these Sixers. And one thing I do like about Props Madness is that if you want it, you can look at all of the possible games to look back at. 184 games you could look back at, and we have it set to away home games. And I do love how you can just see a huge bird's eye view of how he played with these games. And also, I like the tag that they put the PNR ball handle as well as the above the break three. Those are his specialties, and we are looking at his shot zones, the opponent defense, what they allow. They do allow some decent amount of shots above the break threes. Their weak spot is the mid range, but he's not marked for mid range shots. I definitely say Jaylen Brown is more in that area. But yeah, I'm definitely into this tool. I could definitely see myself doing some damage with this tool. If you guys do want to try it out for yourself, it will be linked in the description below for you guys to try out that tool. You can use code PLUG to get a discount on the app. Definitely go ahead and check it out and let me know how you feel about it. For our next line, we'll be coming over to the point section. This line will also have an alternative. We'll be scrolling down here to Scottie Barnes for 16.5 points. This line will be for more. It's already becoming a popular pick, and for good reason. Going up against Cleveland, I do see him go on the over for this line, and this will be our ladder pick of the day just for you guys, just for your knowledge. He will be going on the over for this line for 16.5. He's 4 out of 5 on this game. He had 31 points against Houston. Against Cleveland, though, there are a couple of outs. Jared Allen, I believe he is out. Yeah, just looking at the injury list, Jared Allen is questionable. Darius Garland, he's been out. Even Donovan Mitchell, he is listed as questionable. So if Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell don't play, I do believe Scottie Barnes will have a field day overall. So if we look here at Props Madness, we can see that he's gone the over in 18 out of his last 30 games, hitting this line 60% of the time. Now, in that away matchup, we can see that he's 60% hitting this line in 18 out of his last 30 games, and he's pretty solid with this line already. So he's pretty good with this line, whether it's going on the over or whether it's home or away. If we look here in his last about 7 games, he's gone the over in 6 out of them, only go on the under one time. So that's pretty solid. He's also only gone on the under one time this season. And if we look here at the position, this is obviously a pretty solid matchup, as every single position that has gone up against these Cavs has been able to go on the over for this line, and by very huge margins. We can see Hauser, he went on the over by 147%. MPJ, he's gone on the over by 88%. Even Holland, he went on the over by 16%. So these are players that did their thing against Cleveland, and overall, I do think that Scottie Barnes will do the same. If we look at the opponent defense and their shot chart right now, their main defense comes in the paint and in close to the basket, but their main centers are going to be out. Evan Mobley, Jared Allen is questionable, so looking here, or Evan Mobley will be playing, but definitely because of the injuries, they're going to be taking a huge hit in the paint, and overall, they're not that huge when it comes to mid-range. So mid-range wise, he's pretty decent when it comes to this. Surprisingly, he's been doing a lot of damage deep inside in the restricted area and on the three-point line. Overall, we see a bunch of spot ups coming from him, and his main method of scoring comes from transition and restricted areas. So right now they are missing a couple of players, so I do believe they'll take a hit in that transition defense. And since he is he's already tagged for being a solid transition scorer, I do like him going on the over for this line, averaging 19 points within the last 30 games. And as of the 2026 season, we can see, or 2025-2026 season, we can see he's averaging 22.2 within his last 5 games. Another thing that I do like is that we've seen a lot of similar players like OG Anunoby go on the over for this line. They just played against the Knicks. Pretty solid game, and he was able to go on the over for that line. Scottie Barnes at this line at 16.5. I do see him go on the over for this prop. Alternatively, some of you may feel a lot more comfortable with the over on points plus rebounds line. It's set at 23.5 right now. I do believe this is a very solid line that may be bumped later in the day. And overall, I forgot to mention, I do like the head-to-head matchups on all of his lines. Overall, he's been able to go on the over for 5 out of his last 7 games head-to-head for the points plus rebounds, and for that points line as well. He's 4 out of 7, having 57% on this line hit rate. So other people that have been able to go on the over for this line, again, MPJ and Holland were able to go on the over by some decent margins, and that is with less of an injury on their lineup. And just so you guys know, if you guys do want a simple, easy two-pick parlay to be able to put together and cash out on, Better does have a free pick for Kawhi for new users on 0.5 points plus assists. And right now you can get a free $10 up to a $200 bonus as well on your first deposit. And they're available in almost every single state, which is definitely very solid. And on top of that, the amount of payout boosts that they give is insane. They give an up to 10,000x on their payout boost, and when you use code TROPHY, that is TROPHY, you will be able to win up to 10,000x even on a two-pick parlay. So you guys can use that. Click the link in the description below to download the Better app and cash out on their huge payout boost. For our last line today, again, I do want to remind you guys, if you guys do want to join that underdog streak, the ladder challenge that I've been doing recently, you guys can use the ladder pick that I just said on underdog by clicking the link in the description below to download the underdog app. And if you use code PICKPLUG, you'll be able to get all the benefits by getting the deposit match up to $500, as well as the payout boost and promo for the 30% profit. So if you guys do want that, again, click the link in the description below. We'll be going to the points plus rebound section, scrolling down all the way to Rui Hachimura for 18.5 points plus rebounds. This line I do like for the over. Rui has been playing pretty solid. Within his last 5 games, he's gone over 4 times, averaging 20.6. And if we just look at how he's been playing, he played absolutely phenomenal against Minnesota. Now going up against the Memphis Grizzlies, their defense is not looking good at all. A lot of their rebounding has sucked. They've got him blown out like multiple times this season already. And just looking here, I do think the Lakers take them in this matchup, even with all their injuries. If we look here on Props Madness, we can see it's at 18.5 right now, but I do believe this can be bumped up later. A lot of bookies did have it at 20.5. Now it's at 18.5, so it's gotten lowered. That can be a good or bad thing, but overall, against this matchup right now, we can see that player, he's been pretty medium in all the zones. This is a pretty medium matchup, neutral. I wouldn't say it's favorable or unfavorable. Opponent defense-wise, again, you can see that they're pretty all over the place. They're pretty bad in a couple of zones. And one thing I do like about this app is that you can see the play-by-play type analysis, and you can see what shots that are available for him that are going to be more likely to go in, and overall how they defend those. Now, Rui Hachimura, he is going up against a team that is 23rd in points allowed. They're giving up around their 123 points per game on average, and rebounds wise, they're 20th when rebounds are allowed versus that power forward position, which is what Rui is currently at. They are 25th in points allowed and 24th in rebounds allowed, so they are struggling tremendously, giving up 30 points on average per game versus that power forward position, as well as 12.8 rebounds per game on average versus that power forward position. Now, if we look at all the head-to-head matchups for Memphis, we can see he's 4 out of 6 in this line, and since this is an away game, he is 2 out of 3 on this line for away games against Memphis. So I do like that head-to-head matchup, and he's overall been heating up, especially without Luka. He's been able to go on the over consistently. Even with Luka, his line just lowered just a little bit. I did see a couple of changes with his lines, but again, I really like this line for the over. If you guys do like this play, let me know how you feel about it down in the comment section below. You guys can also check out the points line for the over as well. Definitely very solid. It was at 16.5, I believe, for PrizePicks. Let's go ahead and double check that for the points. I believe it is at 16, but if, again, it is higher, I still would probably take the over. It's at 13, actually, 13.5. Very solid. On Props Madness is at 13.5. Honestly, if his line was at 16.5, I could still take the over for that. But 13.5, I do think that's a very, very solid play. He's 60% in the last 30 games. So the numbers say it for itself, and a bunch of people that have played against the Grizzlies have been easily be able to go on the over for this line. If we look at Jimmy Butler, he went on the over. Even Royce O'Neal, Jonathan Kuminga as well, another player that we all know is pretty inconsistent. He went on the over for 52% on that line. So if you guys do like this play, let me know how you feel about it down in the comment section below. If you guys do have Any suggestions on any picks that you guys may be confident in? Comment down below which ones you guys will be tailing. Again, doesn't have to be from this video. Any plays that you guys are confident in. A lot of people do use the comment section to be able to share picks, and it is helpful to one another. Don't forget, if you guys do want exclusive plays, go ahead and join up on the outlet. If you guys want to cash out on their picks, they've been on a huge hot run, especially since the NBA has started. NFL for Thursday night football, they cashed out crazy again. So go ahead and check them out. Link in the description below. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. If you guys do want additional personal plays, I may be posting one on my Instagram at PickPlugYT. So go ahead and click the link in the description below to follow me at PickPlugYT on Instagram. But again, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.